Hello and welcome to my channel. Ask me a stock and I will cover it for you from a short, long, and medium term perspective based on the studies of Ichimoku and Harmonic Trading Patterns. So, if you'd like me to cover a stock for you, write it in the comment section. But please note that it should be either a large, mid, or small cap company. No micro cap stocks, please. A disclaimer, this is not a trading or investing advice to you. This is an educational talk purely based on the studies of Ichimoku, which is of Japanese origin, and harmonic trading patterns derived out of Fibonacci. Please do your study properly before taking a decision with regards to your investing or trading in the stock. Also, note no fees are being charged for this. This is completely free. Now, today's talk is Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, Tata's flagship company. I had covered this talk once earlier, a year back. The link to that is in the description box if you would like to go ahead and check that review also. So now let's go and check out the charts and try to decode what lies ahead. Now, starting with the quarterly charts, as you can see, 2005 listing a double bottom formation out here for the stock, and then a massive takeoff from 2009 after the subprime crisis. In as per Ichimoku, the baseline has never been violated, never. So again, the classic stocks, which are absolute delight for investors, giving opportunities every few years to enter. You can see this was the pandemic low. Prior to that, it had a lengthy, when the IT market went through a very side, this was a triangle which broke out from there and gives opportunities. Could this be yet another opportunity in the market like it gave in the pandemic time? Each time it has given a sideways correction or a dip down and again a solid rally. Can this continue going forward? Let's try to understand. Now, the stock in the quarterly time frame has resistance at 3,700 and support at 3,300 and then 2,900 as per the Ichimoku study. Now, let's try to understand the monthly and further decode what lies ahead for us. You can see even in the monthly more clearly the opportunities. This was that period from 2014 which I was talking about, where the stock went completely sideways. Uh, you can say no return phase from 2014 all the way to 2018, and then 4 years of sideways and then take off. Then again, that period 2018 to 2020, 2 years sideways. So the stock does more sideways than prior to this, till the pandemic, then deep corrections. Then we have a correction. This is the Russia-Ukraine war till March 2023. We can see a sharper dip, then a rise, and then now again we are into the sharper dip. But again, the beauty of the stock, as you can see out here, that never violated the Ichimoku cloud. Just a test here in 2017, and again this month, in the month of April, the test of the cloud. So each time it has bounced. Will it be an exception this time or not? We'll see that. Now, as per the monthly, the support is at 3,100, and that's the crucial one out here. And then there is a kind of a big dip down. If that does not hold 3,100, then comes to 29. 29 is an extremely crucial thing, which I will again show to you in the lower time frame. While the resistance in the monthly is at 3,700. Again, this 37 is quite a strong resistance for now. So we could see something, if we consider this as a bottom, like this case or like this case or like this case, you can see before the rally there is some consolidation and happens. So maybe the stock could consolidate before trying a move again like this. Uh, One of the possibilities. Now let's have a look at the weekly time frame and further analyze the stock. Now, before I go on to further analyze the stock, I would like to inform you that my courses on harmonic trading patterns, Ichimoku, and trading psychology are available. They are made into videos along with PDF, level wise, chapter wise, breaking into small videos with loads of examples for both bullish and bearish scenarios. They are both Ichimoku and harmonic trading patterns are available in Hindi as well as English. So choice is yours, whichever one you want. Along with this, there is bonus material for those who are new to technicals and charts or who just want to learn. For them, there is an introductory free bonus material of how to, what are charts, where you can open an account, what kind of charts are there, like line chart, bar chart, and a detailed 2.5 hour video again into small chapters on candlestick patterns is also available. Trading psychology is and risk management is an extremely crucial issue which most traders either ignore or are not aware of it. And this is one of the prime reasons why we keep hearing from SEBI that 90% traders lose money, because trading is more about discipline and risk management than about analysis. This course is extremely detailed and also includes bonus material such as studies which complement Ichimoku and harmonic trading patterns. That is, various technical studies are also covered in that. How to do relative rotation of sectors, that is, which sectors look strong, which sectors look weak at a particular time when you are analyzing, and within those sectors, which stocks stand out as strong and weak. Along with that, you will also get an introduction to option strategies, which you can decide, which primarily would be based on the current market trend. So, based on that, you do with that option strategy, also based on your individual risk profile. If you are a very high risk taker, then different kind of option strategy. Then, if you are someone who's conservative, does not want a heavy risk, then accordingly, the option strategies are there. In the end, there is a SWOT analysis, which is self-assessment based, which I will show you how to do it, where you will be able to identify your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats in a very calculated manner. And you have to work on your strengths, which is your USP. You have to work on your weakness. You have to look at the opportunities where you improve, and threats, areas of the market or particular style of trading or thing which is not suiting you, or maybe you are not meant for that, will you will also be able to understand that part. The link to the courses is there in the description box. You can check it out for all the details, and if you have any doubts or queries, you can shoot out an email to me and I would get back to you. Now let's go back to the stock and continue to analyze it. Now, in the weekly time frame, in its rally in 2023-24, the stock made a bullish harmonic ABC, reciprocal ABCD out here in November of 24. Sharp rally goes on to make a lower high, and from there a dump. And in April, it went on to make a bullish harmonic ABCD from a reciprocal to a straight one. Now it is at the edge of a bearish reciprocal ABCD. This was the bullish one. Now at the edge of that, that is at 3,600 odd. Between 3550 and 3,600 is where this bearish reciprocal is. So the stock might see a pause in trend, pull back, or some consolidation before it can try to further go up from here. Let's have a look at it from the Ichimoku point of view. From the Ichimoku point of view, the stock is currently at a support which is at 3375. It's a crucial support on a weekly basis. Below that, the next support comes straight away at 2900, which is somewhere here. You know, this is the level, because we see a lot of consolidation here. This would be the next level I would be looking for. If 3375 does not hold on a weekly basis, gives up, then there's a likelihood that kind of a double bottom or pressure would come in the stock out here to, hold the fall. So 3275, 3375 is weekly very important. Below that, 29. The resistance, as per Ichimoku, also That level of 3575, 3600 is a resistance. So both Harmonics and Ichimoku suggesting that. Above that, the next resistance is 3750, then all the way to 3900, and then 4200. Then it gets better and better with a big one near 3900 above this 3600. So 200, 300 point possibility above this zone is if it can take out this D point wall out here. Now let's have a look at the daily time frame and analyze it further. Now, before I do the daily time frame, the derivative data for the stock, 1 day data is complete. Let's today's data, even though we had a bad open, it recovered very nicely, so flattish. But there's a OI addition of 1.65 percent. Keeping in mind that it had opened weaker and it went on to close below yesterday's doji type of candle. That's a fresh short addition, it looks like. While the 5 day data is suggesting a mild long unwinding. In 5 days, the price is flat, but we've seen a 3.75% decline in the OI, which is long unwinding, which is quite natural in this case because the stock has had a decent rally. It's entering into the gap down area. You can see there are three gap downs in the stock during its sharp decline, one here in March, one again in end March, and then one again in the first week of April. So near the first gap area, some kind of a pullback happening. And also you can see in full month of March, it consolidated here before it fell down. So that line of polarity is trying to stop the up move currently out here. In the option data, 3,300 has the highest put side option, and 3600 has the highest call side, the highest OI coming there. There has been a lot of, one could say, long and short covering in the puts today, and some long unwinding in the calls has also taken place today in the option side. Now, in the daily time frame, the support for this is coming down at, like I said, at 3,375, matches with the weekly one. That doesn't hold. Weekly still has support at 3,200. Sorry, the daily at 3,200. So, in the sometime in the early part of the week, in case this level breaks, we would be looking at 3,200. But below 3,200 on the daily is a danger signal for the stock, which might pull it further downward. One should be very careful about going ahead. The resistance is here, the initial one, which is 35.25, the gap area. Then we already discussed 3,600. Above that, one near 3,700. But this is the crucial one. Above this, movements will be much faster than the gap area at 3750. Then the big one here, where you can see after a very lengthy period, it broke down. So if you look at the structure of this particular move, not a classical one, but a kind of a head and shoulder pattern was out here, which gave way to a bigger fall. So any move back towards the neckline of this head and shoulder will see some kind of profit booking or pause. Then we could think of something more on the upside above that. So those are the levels I'll be looking forward to going forward. Let's have a look at the hourly time frame for immediate short-term trading purpose. Now, in the hourly time frame, very sideways, not too much, nothing much has happened. Could be a kind of a triangle out here, triangle squeeze trying to push its way out. So if it's a kind of a triangle, I would like to wait for the stock to push above 3,500 out here, so that then I can trade towards this level of 3,600 where it has the bearish harmonic pattern. Above that, then again review. If there is no pullback, it starts to push up, then continue to trade. While on the downside, if this level of 30, the level of 3,300 out here, this level gives away 3,300 to 32, 3375, sorry, 34 to 3375, then it pushes down towards 30. 32 3300, 3275, like this. These are the levels which would be important. So let this triangle give us a direction on the break, either on the upside or on the downside, and then trade it sideways. There's no point trying to race into a trade out here. So overall, my conclusion for the stock is that I would like to, not build a fresh, aggressive long out here, whether it is derivative or cash. Derivative, yes, I can take above 34, 35 for this 100 point intraday kind of move. I would be looking more to, at this 3600 level, whether it can pierce above it or whether it gives me a pullback from there to go aggressive for that 3000, for 3900, 4200, because above 4200, very strong chances then for this stock to head towards 6,000 on the upside. While on the downside, if it supposing trips downward, then it would be between 33 and 3200 would be my zone, where I would try to look for a addition or a long trade with 32 as my clear cut stop loss in that, because 3200 breaches or a weekly close below 3375 happens, not going to think of entering it, would be looking more for bearish trades all the way down to 2900, where again I would be looking for strong bullish entries in the stock for again a rebound up. So that's my overall outlook. Instant in both zones currently, not a tradable stock for me at least. I would wait for more clarity to come. Extreme short term, while in the bigger one, like I said, 36, 33.75 play a crucial role ahead. So I hope this video is of help to you. So please do like it, share it, and do follow me for regular stock and index ideas. Until then, all the best with your trading and happy investing.